How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Lex's Lounge. So some people ask me what it is that I do for a living other than YouTube, and one of the big things I do is I trade stocks. It's something I've been doing since I was 18, though I've really gotten into it over the last 6 or 7 years, I'd say. And I wanted today to start first off a stock and finance related playlist and also talk about where I think the next big global stock market correction or crash is going to come from. We are definitely due for one. You can see it on a long-term 90-year chart. I'll link to one in the description for you guys. It's been almost 10 years since the start of the last crash, which historically means we are really due to get another one. And yet, we are in a position where the market has a lot of momentum and there still seems to be a lot of money on the sidelines. So it's sort of an interesting time in the global economy. So I believe that the next big stock market crash is going to come from either a geopolitical situation, a very serious one, so a war that is quite significant. It would have to be like Iran, Iraq, or Pakistan, India. Like, it would have to be no small war to derail the market. Or the next market crash could come as a result of a national debt issue if a major economy defaults on its national debt. Which are the two economies that I think that might happen with? Well, the first one that's at risk is Japan. They currently have a $9 trillion national debt, which for a country the size of Japan is pretty scary. With interest rates going up, that is not good for their national debt at all, because governments also pay interest rates. And the other country with a very significant interest rate, or with a very significant national debt rather, is the United States, which, as I speak, I'm watching the national debt clock, which I'll link to again in the description, and it is just short of that $20 trillion mark. I think that the United States could be the really dangerous one going forward, because President Trump's plan is basically pouring a ton of stimulus into the economy while at the same time cutting corporate taxes big league, as he would say, and that means that the national debt goes way up because government spending is outpacing government revenue. Now, this is not a problem if it generates the kind of gross domestic product growth that Donald Trump is saying that it will. But in the event that the plan does not materialize and growth does not meet expectations, not that Donald Trump has ever exaggerated before, but in case it fails and the United States reaches a point with its debt where it's no longer realistic for it to pay it back, we are going to be looking at a kind of serious major economy defaulting type of scenario, and that'll definitely send us into a stock market crash. And yeah, once the crash starts, you got to be quick and nimble, as one of my investor friends likes to say. But until then, I think we're going to keep on going up, especially with all of the stuff around that Trump policy I mentioned, when corporations think that their taxes are going down, and when other corporations think there's going to be a ton of stimulus spending on the infrastructure, at least short term, that's going to be good for the markets. That's the show today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. See you next time.